Hello students, this is Preeti Mule, Associate Professor, Modern Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Indore. Today, we will be studying raw materials. Firstly, seeing what are raw materials. All the materials that are used in the manufacturing of a finished bulk and which are consumed by person using it are called raw materials. Raw materials can either be active drug or inactive substances. For example, hard gelatin capsules. Even though it is used to fill the blend of medicine, it is not considered as packaged materials because it is consumed by person using the medicines. Purchase specification. We will be defining it as written guidelines that precisely define the operational, physical and or chemical characteristics as well as the quality and quantity of a particular item to be acquired. Mode of purchasing should be by inspection, by sample, by description of brand, by grading. Steps involved in purchase procedure. Purchase requisition, selection of supplies, inviting quotations, placing the order, receiving the material, checking of invoice or bill, recording of bills in books, releasing the payment to the supplier. Staff involved in purchasing should have a thorough and particular knowledge of products and suppliers. Raw materials can be purchased from supplier named in relevant specification or directly from the producer. Specification established by manufacturer for the starting materials should be discussed with the suppliers. Pharmacist or chemist who is familiar with quality requirement of various material purchase department can be head of the purchase department. Maintenance of the stores. Storage area specification. It should have sufficient capacity. It should be clean, dry and maintained with acceptable temperature limit. It should be designed and equipped. It should have a designed and equipped reception area. It should ensure proper quarantine status, should have a separate sampling area. Segregation for storage of recalled, rejected or returned material. Safe and secure area for narcotics and highly active, dangerous and risky material. It should follow the first in, first out rule or the first expiring, first out rule. Storage conditions should be as follows. The room temperature should be 30 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 60%. There should be AC storage, low temperature storage between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, separate area for sterile product storage in AC, light sensitive material in amber color container, hermetically sealed container. Labeling of the material in storage area should be as follows. Designated name of product and internal code reference, batch number given by the supplier, status of content, expiry date or date beyond which retesting is necessary. During fully computerized system being used, labeling with all above information need not be necessary. The checklist before storage should have integrity of package and seal, correspondence note for the order, delivery and suppliers labels. The checklist during storage should have separation of rejected, recalled, quarantine, on test or packaging materials. Quality of materials released by QC department only. Selection of vendors. The purpose is that it is designed to evaluate suppliers and manufacturers with an implementation scheme to assure regulatory compliance. A system which assures that supplier's product is produced under controlled conditions resulting in consistent quality conformance require full involvement and agreement of both the partners. Vendor is classified by the finished dosage from manufacturer relative to its credibility. Determine the selling price of the API from the vendor, that is cost of the finished dosage form to the manufacturer. This information is needed for profitability evaluation of the finished pharmaceutical product. Begin the actual process of vendor qualification by evaluation of the sample of API. The finished dosage form manufacturer should conduct a vendor audit. Following things are to be considered. Responses to the quotations invited. The price is lowest or reasonable as compared to the competitors. His general behavior and attitude when the raw material are returned to the purchaser and his reputation in the market. SOP and record of the vendor certification should possess. selection of material based on ABC analysis, selection of vendor for above selected material, past history of supplies made by him, trend of quality of the material, commitment to quality and delivery dates, and compliance of quality parameters. Following process components should be studied with supplier or manufacturers. Study of supplier's manufacturing process, product specification and evaluation, process evaluation, process and specification changes and change control system compliance. It should be carried out and represent a formal technical audit report of the vendor. Based on audit finding, vendor can be certified or decertified. Steps involved in vendor certification process. Selection of customer team to define the objectives and potential benefits. Supplier selection, initial supplier contacts, process elements, that is supplier process, specification, process evaluation, process and specification changes, customer specification, supplier reporting, that is certificate of compliance from the supplier, feedback from the form to the supplier. Decertification, it requires lesser status of approved or preferred. Advantages of certification process. They tighten the specification range, they reduce the testing by the customer and cost reduction. SOP on receipt, storage, sampling of materials. Receipt of materials. There should be visual examination for all incoming materials, intact container, lid, seals, evidence of any physical damage to the containers, evidence of rodent or insect specification, proper labeling in specified manner, points to be checked and recorded, date of receipt, name of product, batch number, control number assigned by the manufacturer, quantity received against the document, name of the supplier, purchase order number, excise gate pass, etc. Storage of materials. External cleaning of the container after receiving and before storage, quantity verification, storage in specified area as per condition, storage as per quarantine status of the material, received, sampled, approved and rejected. Sampling of materials. Sampling responsibility, sampling formula used, method of sampling, for example, top, middle, bottom sample is required. Material wise quantity to be sampled as per requirement of analysis, sampling room specification, temperature, relative humidity, air pressure, specific requirement for specialized product, sterile products, poisons or potent drugs, beta-lactam products, sex hormones, steroids. Opening and closing of containers before and after sampling, dress code of people doing sampling, cleaning, drying, sanitization of utensils used for sampling, identification of sampled containers and sample collection containers should have the following details: name of materials and manufacturer, batch number of the manufacturer, date of sampling, name and sign of the sampler. Control of raw materials. Quality assurance should make periodic sanitation and follow up to assure that deficiencies are corrected. Raw materials with abnormally high microbial contamination may have to be subjected to a sterilization procedure like heat treatment, radiation or crystallization from a bactericidal solvent like alcohol. Warehouses are the first operational areas observed by the auditor to check operational compliance with CGMP and FDA regulation. Following elements need to be considered when establishing warehouses operations, that is cleanliness, floors, lighting and SOPs. Finished products. They may be defined as a product in the marketable pack or practically a transportable pack. For example, shipper containing saleable material. SOP for controlling, that is storage transfer of finished products. Transferring of finished products from transportable packs to finished goods warehouse with finished goods transfer note giving batch number, quantity, date, time, etc. Collect and analyze the sample specification against using validated test methods. SOP of part of sample kept as retained material. List of products should be provided to finished goods store. Following slides will show how raw materials maintenance is documented. Thank you for your attention.